Hey guys, Jonathan was here for JM Sports 100, the JM Sports Show. How is it going? I'm here to make college football picks for Saturday, October 22nd, 2016. Of course, it is the main day of Week 8 in the 2016 college football season. There have been 6 games already this week, 3 on Thursday and 3 on Friday. We have picked all 6 of them on Facebook and maybe Twitter. I think I've picked all 6 on Twitter as well. I know Facebook for sure. Not off to a terrible start there, 4-2. But let's talk about last week first. Another what I would consider a disappointing week. And I know people kind of scoff at me when I say that because we still do pretty well. But you guys know how hard um, how hard I work to do this stuff and how badly I want to win and get picks right. And we did get our fair share right last week. We went 39 and 14 last week. We went 34 and 14 on the Saturday, which would have been the 15th. And I think that's kind of where I struggle the most is when we have tough days on Saturday. I don't like taking a lot of I don't like taking all of our losses in one day, especially if it is a Saturday. So to me, obviously, I want to step it up and pick better for you guys, and hopefully we are able to do that this week. However, there are some tough games on the schedule. Not making excuses, just saying there are some tougher games to pick this week. So, with all of that, we have a record so far this year of 354 and 104. We are 3,812, 1,249 is the win loss record there. And that does include the 3 and 2, or the 4-2 that we are already on the week this week. Let's talk about that quick. For those of you who didn't know, we had Boise State beating BYU 28-27. They did that. We said Miami was going to beat Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, I should have really probably thought about it better and thought about the fact that Virginia Tech was coming off of a big upset loss. Last week they lost 37 to 16, or they beat Miami 37 to 16, and then Troy, we had them beating South Alabama. They did that 28-21, slipping by there, and then we get to Friday, and I had said that we were going to see one close game on Friday. The game that was close, that I said was going to be close, was close. We did have South Florida beating Temple. Temple turned that around on us, won by 16, getting a 46 to 30 win over South Florida. We had San Diego State beating San Jose State. They handled them pretty easily, 42 to 3. And then I said that Cal was going to beat Oregon in a very tight game, and Oregon would continue to struggle. They did that a little bit. They were able to put points on the board. They lost in double overtime, 52 to 49. California got a field goal in that second overtime. Oregon unable to answer back as they threw an interception, so Cal gets the win there, and Oregon, as we said, continues to struggle. So let's get to the games for Saturday, and they look like this. First of all, we have North Texas and Army. I'm going to go with Army. Massachusetts takes on South Carolina. Give me South Carolina. UCF and UConn. I'm going to go with UCF. Central Michigan and Toledo. I am going to go with Toledo. I think this is going to be a pretty good game, though. Miami of Ohio and Bowling Green. I am going to go with Miami of Ohio. Not sure how many people obviously going to be watching that game. Two teams that are really struggling this year, but I do have Miami of Ohio getting the win. Indiana and Northwestern. I have Northwestern getting the win here at home. I think that their offense has really improved and started to show a little bit of life. I think that continues against Indiana. Number 10, Wisconsin, taking on Iowa. I am going to go with the Badgers in this game. I'm never really all that comfortable in the Wisconsin Iowa series, and I'm going to go with Wisconsin, though they do play pretty well on the road down there at Kinnick Stadium. And North Carolina State takes on 7th ranked Louisville, and I'm going to go with Louisville. Oklahoma State and Kansas. Give me Oklahoma State. Texas and Kansas State. I'm going to go with Texas. I have no faith in that whatsoever, though. I cannot figure this Texas team out other than the fact that defensively they are a mess. Rutgers and Minnesota. I am going to go with Minnesota. Syracuse and Boston College. I'm going to go with Boston College to get the win. Ohio and Kent State. I am going to go with Ohio. Hawaii takes on Air Force. Give me Air Force. Akron and Ball State. Give me Ball State. Colorado and Stanford. Stanford at home in big need, in major need of a win here, just to prove that they're still a semi-viable team, I guess you could say. I do have Stanford getting the win. I think this is going to be a tough fight. I do like this Colorado team. I think Stanford is going to be a little bit too much. They're going to break out here eventually. I do have a feeling, even though they have really kind of struggled to put points on the board. Number 22, North Carolina takes on Virginia. I'm going to go with North Carolina here. I've seen some people say to be careful for this game just because North Carolina is playing back-to-back games on the road. That is a little bit of a scary thought, but I do have the Tar Heels getting the win. Memphis takes on 24th ranked Navy. I'm going to go with Navy. Illinois and 3rd ranked Michigan. Give me Michigan. Purdue and 8th ranked Nebraska. Give me Nebraska. TCU and 12th ranked West Virginia. I think we know that this game is definitely going to see points scored. I don't know exactly the over-under is. I believe it's like 60. I would probably take the over. I do think there will be points scored in this game. I think West Virginia outscores TCU and gets the win. Tough test, though, for West Virginia, even at home in Morgantown. Idaho takes on Appalachian State, and I'm going to go with Appalachian State. Tennessee Martin takes on Georgia State, and I'm going to go with Georgia State. Buffalo and Northern Illinois, give me Northern Illinois. 6th ranked Texas A&M, number 1 Alabama. I don't see a team that can beat Alabama right now. I really don't. I keep telling myself maybe Ohio State can. I don't even know if Ohio State can, to be honest with you. So Texas A&M gets to play a tough Alabama team. Plus, you got to play them down in Tuscaloosa. I've got to go with Alabama here. Eastern Michigan and Western Michigan. Give me 20th ranked Western Michigan. Prairie View takes on Rice, and I'm going to go with Rice. Tulane and Tulsa. I am going to go with Tulsa. 19th ranked Utah takes on UCLA. I'm going to go with Utah. Middle Tennessee and Missouri. Give me Missouri. Colorado State and UNLV. Give me Colorado State. Charlotte takes on Marshall, and I'm going to go with Marshall. 17th ranked Arkansas takes on 21st ranked Auburn. Tough SEC matchup here for both teams, but I am going to go with Arkansas to get a tight win on the road. Oregon State and 5th ranked Washington. I'm going to go with Washington. Louisiana Tech and Florida International. I'm going to go with Louisiana Tech. Old Dominion and Western Kentucky. Give me Western Kentucky. UTEP and UTSA. Give me UTSA. Texas San Antonio. East Carolina takes on Cincinnati. I'm going to go with East Carolina. 11th ranked Houston and SMU. I'm going to go with Houston in this game. Pretty big, more than likely Houston's playoff chances are done after the loss to Navy. Michigan State and Maryland. Something has got to give here. Maryland's lost, I believe, 2 straight. Michigan State has lost 4 straight. I'm a little more comfortable with Maryland here in this spot, especially at home, so I've got Michigan State dropping yet another one. Mississippi State takes on Kentucky. I'm going to go with Mississippi State. Tennessee State and Vanderbilt. I'm going to go with Vanderbilt. Georgia Southern takes on New Mexico State. Give me Georgia Southern. Number 2, Ohio State and Penn State. Give me Ohio State. I do believe that they are. I think number 1 and 2 are exactly right now. I think Alabama and Ohio State are the best 2 teams in the country. 16th ranked Oklahoma takes on Texas Tech, and I'm going to go with Oklahoma. 23rd ranked Ole Miss and 25th ranked LSU. I think this game is going to be tight. I think LSU is a little bit better, so I am calling for a very close upset win for LSU. Louisiana Monroe and New Mexico, and I'm going to go with New Mexico. Washington State takes on Arizona State. I'm going to go with Washington State. Be careful for them, though. They have been hot lately. They could stumble somewhere along the way. This could be it on the road in Tempe, but I'm going to go with Washington State. Fresno State takes on Utah State, and I'm going to go with Utah State. And last but not least, we have Wyoming taking on Nevada, and I'm going to go with Wyoming in that game there. So, alright, guys, there you go. Should be an interesting day of football. Hopefully, we can cut down on the losses a little bit. I think we had the amount that we had last week. I think we had like 15 or 16 the week before, and I've said it before. I don't like going over 10 for a week. I'm okay with going a couple over 10, I suppose, but 16 and 17 to me, that is too much. A lot of people think that I'm being cocky when I say that, being arrogant and all that, but I just obviously when you make picks like this, you make them to win. So hopefully we can hopefully clean up the losses a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Don't forget to like the JM Sports Show page on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Links as always are down in the description. And that is going to do it for me. I am Jonathan Mosette for JM Sports 100 and the JM Sports Show, and I will see you guys later.